Okay. So here's what's going on. Thank you so much for asking that question, and I'm gonna go ahead and address it very quickly in this video. First of all, we're so grateful to everyone who has tried Univah Lite. Thank you so much for purchasing a license of Univah Lite. Okay, so these tools here. So here's the thing about Univah. When we first started building this tool, we really were trying to build like a much more powerful version of SketchUp. That's really how this started. It started as a like a film version of SketchUp. So in the beginning, we had these tools, which is basically just like SketchUp. You add a line, you add 4 lines, it makes a square. But we've become way more advanced than these tools. So like for instance, in SketchUp, if you want to make a hole, you would have to use the circle tool, draw a circle, and then use the push pull tool, and then you can push a hole through something using the push. So that's really like that's not a modern way of doing that. We have a much better way of making holes in things. So these tools are just there kind of as a reminder of how we started, but they don't actually do anything because we have a much better way of doing these things now. But these tools are just there just as a reminder to me of our foundation. Okay? Okay, so let's go ahead and create some SDF spheres. And I'm going to create a religion box. Let's go ahead and make this really big. And I'm going to make it like that. Okay, again, if you see stuff like this, just remember you are dealing with SDF. And SDF is very different from regular primitives. So if you see those artifacts, those aren't really artifacts. It's just because of the way SDF works. Okay, so just make it a little bit higher and you'll be fine. Okay. All right, so there we go. I'm gonna go ahead and duplicate this to make a wall, something like that. Push it in. Okay, so we have something of a wall now. And I'm gonna duplicate this to make another one. And we're gonna put it on this side. Okay, so we have sort of like an SDF room now. Okay, great. Let's go ahead now and add some operators. So we're going to go to operators. And as usual, the sphere with the dot is the driver. So we're going to apply the operator to the driver. And if you're using Univah Lite, you're going to see all these options, but really you're only allowed to use 3. So for Univah Lite, we made only 3 of them available, and it's the 3 that we're showing you in the videos. So you can do subtraction, and with subtraction, you can hit apply. When you hit apply, the sphere will disappear. Okay, so now with subtraction applied, we can now do this. And what this does is it makes a hole so that you don't have to use the old SketchUp way of making a hole in things, which is you use a circle tool, draw a circle, use push pull to push it. Yeah, you don't need to do that. There are much better ways of making holes. And now we can animate this in real time. So if you want to make a hole into something, you can make a hole. This is really great for film production. Think of like Harry Potter running through the wall. It makes a hole and it disappears, right? And of course, this works in real time. So it'll create a hole between walls. It will do stuff like that. It'll do that. It'll do that. Okay. So if you wanted to make an animation of a hole appearing and then disappearing, you would just now use the timeline. Okay, we use the timeline and let's do start position. Let's say start position is here. Push play, hole. Okay, and we're gonna push this here, make a hole, close it. And then we're going to, yeah. Okay, so this should make a nice animation. Okay, so we're gonna loop that. And let's push play. Okay, so we have this animation going right now. And like we told you before, with our operators, they are hot swappable. So while this is playing, you can just come here and change these to anything else. So intersection, right? So now that sphere only exists at this intersection, and you can apply it. You can not apply it. So now it's applied, now it's not applied, all while the animation's playing. So this is really unique because if you don't know anything about sign distance field or why this is powerful, I really recommend watching like Houdini videos. You might want to watch some Houdini videos or like Autodesk Maya videos or even Blender videos, Cinema 4D videos. Any software that has something as advanced as sign distance field, watch how they do things and then come back and watch our videos and you'll appreciate it even more. Because typically in other softwares, you would have to cache the animation. It's not going to be live. You would animate things, then you would cache it. The caching process can take quite a long time. So after you cache it, then it's cached. It's like baked. You can't change it. But in Univah, as you can see, we don't cache anything. Nothing is ever baked. So that means we can apply this in real time, not apply it in real time. That means now that we can change these operators to whatever we want in real time. We can do a smooth union. So we can do smooth union, hit apply, change the blend. So now we have this blend in real time. So that is something that no other tool gives you, to be honest with you, because we can change things immediately on the fly. Why? Because we've made a software that doesn't rely on caching. It doesn't rely on node graphs. It doesn't rely on any sort of baking type of thing. We truly want a real-time tool, so you should be able to fly around in the scene and see things in real time. And we can change that color. We can get really exciting now and play with some colors. Let's see. So now we have that color going on there. Oh, whoops. Okay, so I have selected this and the animation has stopped. Why? Because if you remember, the timeline plays what is selected, whereas this is global. So when you want to do edits, make sure you push the global playback so that when you select things, it will still play everything. Let's do a, okay, there we go. And we can do the color blend. Let's see, color blend strength. Right. Click on the sphere, color blend strength. Okay, and that's SDF. Okay. So yeah, we can change this back to subtraction to make a whole. Yeah. So that's why these aren't working. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell you guys. We have gone way past SketchUp and what SketchUp can do by just simply adding this. So uh, rather than drawing circles, pushing and pulling, you can just add, you can make holes into anything doing this. Okay. All right. Thanks for watching. If you would like to download Univah Lite, make sure that you go to our website, which is smsoftwarecompany.com, and go to the Univah Lite page, and you can download Univah Lite today. It is free for university students and teachers, so you don't have to go through your school, guys. I know that's another question you guys thought you had to go through your school. No, If you are a student and you have an EDU email address, you do not have to go through your school. Just use your EDU email address, send us an email, fill out the form, and we will send you a free license of Univah Pro for as long as you're in school. All right? All righty. Thank you.